Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel Quick Solvers. Here I want to find f of 9 where f of x plus 2 equals f of x plus 6 and f of 1 is 1. This is a good question for you if preparing for GRE or GMAT, and the difficulty level of this question is medium. So let's see how can we solve this. To find f of 9, I'll go through two different approaches. In the first approach, we'll look at the function, and this function is telling me that every time that I increase x to x plus 2, then the f of x will be increased by 6. Okay, so if I increase x to x plus 2, then the f of x is increased by 6. Okay, so this is f of x plus 6. Okay. And then we call this f of x plus 2. So for example, if I increase x from, I don't know, from 1000 to 1002, then f of 1002 is f of 1000, right, plus 6. Okay, so increasing x by 2 means increasing the value of the function, the output of the function, by 6. Okay, then my question is that what happens if I increase x by only 1? Instead of increasing x by 2, if I increase x by 1, how much the output of the function will be increased? And the answer is 3. Okay, the answer is 6 by 2, which is 3. That means if I increase the x from 1000 to 1001, then the output of the function will be increased by 3. And this 3 is called the slope of the function. Okay, so this is the slope of the function. The slope of this function is 3. So let me get rid of all this. And now by knowing the slope of this function, which is 3, then generally we can say when we have f of x plus n, this equals f of x plus n times a slope. Okay, and now we're looking for f of 9. F of 9 equals f of 1 plus 8. Okay, here I'm taking this n equals to 8. That means going from 1 to 9 needs 8 increments from 1 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 9. And this equals f of 1 plus 8 times slope, which is 3, and this gives me 25. This is telling me that f of 9 is 25. So this is one way, and this is a good approach, because then easily you can find instead of f of 9, you can find f of 9t. All right, and that equals f of 1 plus 18.9, which is f of 1 plus 18.9 times 3, okay, which is 1 plus 287 if I'm not mistaken, and this is 288. So I mean, by this approach you can find even f of 900 or 9000 or whatever. But there is another approach, and in this second approach we need to write 9 in the format of x plus 2. Okay, and if I can do that, then I can say, okay, f of 9 equals f of x plus 6. Let me do it that. So we can write f of 9 as f of 7 plus 2. All right, that means x is 7 when we're looking for f of 9, and we can say this equals f of 7 plus 6. But what is f of 7? We don't know what is f of 7. I need to find f of 7. Again, I should try to write 7 in the format of x plus 2. So then I can say 7 is 5 plus 2, which equals f of 5 plus 2 plus 6, sorry. And, well, again, we don't know what is f of 5. I need to find f of 5, which is f of 3 plus 2. And this equals f of 3 plus 6. Again, we don't know what is f of 3. I need to find it. But I can write it in the format of 1 plus 2, which means I need to find f of 1 plus 6, okay? And this time we know what is f of 1. It is 1, so I can replace this by 1. Then here we get 7, okay? And now we know what is f of 7, f of 3. f of 3 equals 7. I will replace that here, and this equals 13. That means f of 5 equals 13. And now I have f of 5. I can replace it here, and this gives me 19. So that means f of 7 is 19, okay? And now I have f of 7. I replace f of 7 here, and we get 25. And this is telling me that f of 9 is 25, okay? And we are done. But you see that this second approach is a bit longer, and if you want to find something like f of 90 or f of 1000, this way is kind of not a very efficient one.